Good morning. Just hanging out. So I thought I would show you what I do sometimes in my downtime. This is I like to craft. So this is one of the crafts that I do. I make cards. So I take cards that are pre-made. Sure. Yep. Sometimes got these note cards. A little thank you note card. And you take the whole note card, and that's one layer. And then I cut this one up, and then so I'm going to take a piece of puffy. It has to be puffy because you want to give it some height. You don't want to just you don't want it flat. The whole idea of it is 3D. So then I take some puffy tape. This one's pretty good. It's got a nice height to it. Not perfect. It's big. So sometimes I like to get the little ones too, the little dots. But for now, this is what I have. I like to use all different sizes of them. So, okay, so a couple of dots. I got 3 little pieces. And then I take the original. Got to make sure it's one that opens because I've ripped off the back cover to the other ones. And then I place it on here. And that gives you the first layer. So when you're looking at it flat on, it's just one, but you can see that it's got some dimension to it. So that was just the first layer, and then I'm going to do a second layer. And the second layer is going to have like the flower head as one of the layers. So this is I'm going to sit down and cut it all around it, and it's going to be another layer on top of here. And then for the little guy, I think I'm going to do, it's always hard to decide because it's so freaking cute. You can't do the whole thing because that's the whole point is that it's not the whole thing. It's just things that stick out. Like maybe his hands. I gotta be very careful because I want to do his face too. And I don't want to ruin that part. His little hands. So then I'm gonna cut these out. That's just this is reference. This is reference only, just sort of to decide on this particular card what I'm gonna do. And then maybe his ears. Separate each of the ears. And the nice thing about it is it's fun, but it's inexpensive. So if I mess up, I mess up. It's not a big deal. But then eventually I'll have this nice little popped out pieces, which you did not see very well. Sorry about that. But okay, so with his ear, I'm just going to take it like right across where his head goes, and then get just the darkest part of his ear, just like the cartilage kind of part. And when I get this, see now, this would be really where those little dots will come in handy. So I'm going to have to get some of those. Farmhouse Creations, I think, has some. Or Canadian Creators. I have to get the name right. But that's where I buy my a lot of my stuff. So then you take this little piece and you put it just where the ear goes. So now you can see that there's a sort of a rise. And then the other ear. You can hear my heaters on, which is why I have short sleeves on today. Because holy smokes, it's a nice day. And nice days in my world. I mean, nice day as in I can't turn off my heater yet. It's still too still too cold for here to turn my heater off, but it does make for warm in here when it's warm outside. Well, this one, see, this is only like the little dots. This is just fine. It works, but you make sure that it doesn't stick over the edge and look bad. No, he looks like he has earmuffs on. Don't love that. Let's get the hands in there and see if that makes a difference. I'm doing the hands together because they're so little that I think that it would be too much of a hassle to really make them separate. Some days I might deal with the hassle, and today is not one of those days, so that's okay with me. You might even be able to hear the snow remover guys. I'm in the Walmart parking lot, and it snowed last night, so they're fixing up the snow, cleaning it out and stuff. So, the hands. Make sure you get them in the right direction. Yeah. I don't know if that's much better. I think they still look like earmuffs. Yeah, not loving this. Not loving this one. That's okay. That's what the whole point of this is, to figure it out and have fun with it. Now I'm going to do the little daisy, whatever it is. I don't know, is it a daisy? And this is one of the reasons having a very sharp, small pair of scissors comes in handy. Because they are, it's a lot easier to clean up the colors if you have a nice crisp scissors. Because if you don't, I don't know if you can see this, but right here there's a little piece of white, and it sort of ruins it because everything else is like yellow and blue, and that's because I pulled a piece of cardboard off that was still connected. So it leaves the white, it leaves the red. But that's okay, we can get rid of it. Those are the kinds of things that you don't really want in there because it makes it look bad. You know, you want to make it look professional. So in my line of work, it's called pharmaceutical elegance. Means make it look like you want it to look like when you get it. Like we know what we're doing. We're not just a bunch of amateurs. We want it to make, the label looks good. I'm so bad at the labels. I am really bad at labels. Labels and names, they just don't work for me. Maybe I am in the wrong line of work. But everything you do should have elegance to it. Don't look at my messy bed. But seriously though, if you're gonna make a cake, make it look pretty. If you're gonna make a cookie, make it look like a cookie. Make it look like somebody's gonna want to eat it. My dad used to make fudge. Used to call them rovers. And he would make fudge, and it was really tasty fudge, but then he'd roll it out and make it look like dog poop. He was very good at making it look like dog poop. But that is also presentation. Make it look good. This was really gross, but that's the whole point. To make it look like dog poop, and he did. This must be really boring to watch. Getting there though. That bit of darkness was that the chalk's really close. I suppose I should move soon so they can clean it. It's not that much snow, so I'm not too worried about it. It'll be fine. Seemed like a lot of snow yesterday, but it just didn't stick all that long. Just a little bit. All right, there we go. My lighting is terrible. There we go. Nice little dandelion. Maybe I think it's a dandelion. So, pro tip, don't leave the card in the garbage pile. That's why I keep this tray, because it's perfect to catch all the garbage. And the flick, because it's so large, it catches the flicky bits. There we go. Still kind of cute though. Still kind of cute. I think I'll. So, you know, because there's blue bits, like if you look really close to it, if it will focus, you can still see the blue, some of the blue in the top flower, but that's okay because it's blue in behind. It's the places where you find white that you don't want, you know, you don't want to have. And it looks like this is white in here, but it's just because of the sun coming in. It's not white. It's just the sun coming in. So, I kind of like it. Anyway, that's one of the things that I do when I have a little time off and I'm hanging out. So normally I sit and watch YouTube's, play around with this, and or make some jewelry. Just plain old beaded jewelry. It's kind of fun just to hang out. Okay, nice to see you today. Have a great day. Bye.